Alrighty. All right. Where's the mooch? Oh, I see. He's already got the hooch going. You can't have any pooch with all the mooch and the hooch. What the hell, man? Ugh. I need buffs. I mean, we did alright without the buffs last time. But still. Alright, he's coming back. We shall wait. Destroyed is this? Metzger. We shall wait outside. I guess I could give myself dock buffs. I still have them, right? Yeah. They're not going to be super powerful. Let's do it. $18.78. I see what you're saying, Metzger. I should be alright. It's really the mind buffs that are more important. How can you have any pooch if you don't eat your mooch? We're waiting for the Bothan, who is now in the stream. Actually, I need to go take care of that now. New member permissions. Well, it's definitely not a brand new tune. What was he? Yay! Mooch is back. We're going to have to get you guys some entertainer tapes at some point, too. Musical mind enhancement tapes. You guys all heard about the event next weekend, right? Uh-oh. Why did Pond Lily stop playing right there? I have a hiccup in our macro. Well, if you guys heard about the official event, the server event that's going to be on Prime. After that, same day, Saturday night, I think at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let me double check. Hold on. Actually, I'm going to send someone a message too. Hold on. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I gotta look up the time. We're doing a community spotlight interview. Oh, myself and Rakin, I think that's how you say his name, from the Elite Vanguard Guild, EV, are going to be interviewing the BOS guild leader, Sugar. To be honest with you, he's doing most of the organizing, so I don't know exactly what we're going to be discussing. It says on his forum post, the evolution of BOS and her journey through the gaming community. I believe he's going to be streaming it, and I'm going to try to record it. Though, since Basilisk is going to be offline, I don't know really what I'm going to record. Maybe I'll just be fooling around on Prime still. But if you guys want to tune in, my channel hosts his channel, so you'll be able, if he's streaming it, you'll be able to see it through me on Twitch. I'll probably post something in Discord too. It's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern time next Saturday. So it's the same day as the Prime event, but it's much later in the evening. In case you guys want to pop in and ask some questions. It sounds like they're going to be taking questions from chat for people who are interested. She stopped again. How long did I get? Oh, I got the full buff. Yeah, Pond Lily's got a hiccup in her macro that's causing her to stop dancing, but I'm getting the full buff, so it's not really a big deal. Whoops, hold on. Forgot to tip. She only gets 4,999 because hiccup in the macro. I guess I could just take the shuttle. I was gonna, oh, okay, I missed the shuttle. I made the right choice. We'll be able to drive to Derek before that shuttle lands. I wasn't sure what I wanted to stream today. I was actually contemplating doing something other than Galaxies, but I don't know. I couldn't decide what to do, so here we go, Black Sun hunting again. Hey, Roy Cop, what's going on? Roy Cobb, you getting any cards in the new Hearthstone expansion? You had the Black Sun swipe hunt playing just a bit ago while you were playing a game. You heard a debate and immediately tabbed over to join in. Then reality kicked in and I was sad. So yay, live stream. Yeah. You don't think you've played Hearthstone for like the past 3 expansions? Dude. Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't been playing as much as I used to. But this new expansion is coming out on Tuesday. Is going to shake up the game the most out of like any of the expansions in the past 2 years. So I'm not going to try to talk you back into it, but I will say if ever there was a time to get back into it, now's the time. All of the Frozen Throne cards are rotating out, so we're not going to have any more of the Death Knight heroes. They're even Hall of Faming Gen and Baku, which are the 2 cards that made people create even or odd cost decks. The devs decided that they were too OP, so they're Hall of Faming them early. And it looks like we're going to have a pretty nice control meta for once. They're printing a lot of really powerful control cards. Where am I going? Yavin for labor post. Just expect you to start spectating my plays without permission. You don't need permission to spectate me, bro. I might actually stream a bit of it. So they put up 2 pre-order bundles. They put up a 50 card pre-order bundle and they put up an 80 card pre-order bundle that comes with like a hero and a new like a special card back and all this stuff. So I went ahead and bought the 80 card pack bundle. And I was sitting on 80 card packs because we can't open them until Tuesday. 3D printers up and running. Expect some SWG toys sometime. That's freaking cool, dude. We'll have to talk about that. We might be able to do some cool stuff. But yeah, so I bought the 80 pack bundle and I'm sitting on it, and then I'm watching a streamer, and I notice that the little icon for him for his opening card pack says 130. And I'm like, why would anyone be sitting on 130 packs? And then it hit me, 80 plus 50 is 130. So I was like, wait a minute, you can buy both bundles? So I went back to the store, and sure enough, you could buy both bundles. So I went ahead and bought the 50 pack bundle too. So on Tuesday, I have 130 cards, plus whatever else I get, you know, with gold to open. I love expansion drop days. Like, opening 130 card packs is just so much fun. Dude, a big change that they added, which I'm really excited for. They made it so that wins in arena mode count towards getting your golden hero portraits, which is so big to me because I like playing arena, but up until now, like if I wanted to get golden hero portraits, I had to play constructed, but now it doesn't matter. It's just a shame that they're not retroactive. Like, I still need to go in and get all the wins Otherwise, I probably would have had a couple more golden heroes by now. Do I ever stream or YouTube the pack openings? I have not in a long time. But I'm probably going to this one. And yeah, the travel aliases, I suppose I could do them, but I've never really had an issue typing them out. It's just every once in a while I'll have to look up a destination because I don't know exactly what it's called. You want to take any bets on how many groups we find today? I'm going to be kind of a pessimist and say 2. I think we will find 2 groups of Black Sun. It's less than we did 2 days ago. See, part of me really wants to say 1, but I'm not that much of a pessimist. You say 3? I mean, we found 3 2 days ago. So it's doable. Server still hasn't restarted yet, has it? Nope. There's no spawns over here. I'm going to take a different route this time than I typically do. Instead of working my way around the perimeter of this island and then going east, I'm going to go north. And then we'll cut back down across this landmass. And I guess maybe then we'll go down this way? I don't know. We'll just follow our nose. There's nothing out here, though. It's not a good sign. Is there anything by the beach? Yeah, there are some spawns by the beach. Very few, though. Well, we're not off to a very great start, I'll say that. Wow. There's just nothing out here. These are the Geonosians. Yeah. I definitely can't take them on this tune. Alright, well, looks like there's quite a few things over here. Including someone from SEM. Okay. Yeah, Roy Cup, there are some other swipe members in... You talk about stream chat? Yes, there are. They might not be paying attention to chat, though. Because I'm pretty sure they're also playing. Quick opinion poll. Figure in full composite or a half suit? Mini suits all the way, man. Well, for min-maxing, mini suits all the way. You don't, you only need 4 pieces for total protection. Especially with composite. Anything beyond that is, the encumbrance is gonna cause you more issues than it is gonna benefit you. Hey, Red Huts. Oh, custom toy. Custom toy. Oh, in that case, full suit. Like if someone was going to be making a toy of my dude, yeah, I would definitely want full suit. I see, figure in full composite. I misunderstood. Dude, if you could set up... Dude, you could make so much money. No, see, that's... I guess that's a gray area. Ooh. No. Like, if you were to set up a merch store and ask... And, like, have people send you pictures or screenshots of their characters, and you had, like, templates for each of the different pieces of gear... So, like, regardless of what somebody looked like, you could 3D print, like, a exact... model of their specific like gear combo. That would be badass, dude. But I don't know. It kind of falls in the gray area of making money off of the project. Does it though? Not really. You're not making money through the game. You're making money by 3D printing stuff. I think you'd be fine. Favorite backpack? Definitely not the one I'm wearing now. Here, this is my favorite backpack. Hold on. This one is the Bounty Hunter backpack. This is my go-to backpack. Hey Drew Bite, thanks for the good luck wishes. You're gonna need it. I ain't found nothing yet. The Rebel Marine one's cool. See, I wonder how easy it would be to go in and take the actual model, like the 3D model files themselves, and convert them into some sort of file type that your 3D printer would recognize. But that would be definitely crossing the line of, if you were to sell them, that's some legal issues right there. But if you were to give them away, I don't know that that would be an issue. And then accept donations, you know? Like, you're not charging anybody for the stuff, but you're taking donations. I would donate for that. Yeah, they are really low poly. It's true. I mean, I showed you guys the composite helmet that a coworker of mine, previous coworker of mine, printed out for me. I don't know if I ever put it on stream. Hold on. Keep an eye on my radar. Don't let me drive past any black sun. I mean, it's basically just a paperweight, but I thought it was pretty cool. Blow up my camera a little bit. Ready? Moby? Grow! Check it out. Well, how do I get out of the way? So yeah. It's pretty cool, right? Just a little desk toy. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, that's 3D printed and then painted. Very, very basic painted. I think when he gave it to me, I was supposed to go in and, like, add some detail painting to it, but I never got around to it. You have to LED red the visor. I played around with, you know, like I toyed around with coloring the visor a little bit. Even on my YouTube logo, like the helmet that I use for like my Twitch and YouTube icon, I've even messed around with like giving a little orange or red glow to the visor or to the eye port, whatever you want to call it, and it just doesn't look right. I mean, we know that that's what it looks like in game, but I don't know. I couldn't get it to come out looking right, so I just kind of left it black. But yeah, I mean, if you compare that to this, it's not bad. The nose here should be a little bit more pointed. Right? Like right there. That's pretty good. Okay, we're back to no spawn territory again, so let's turn around. Top 5 non-character / armor specific in-game things. What's when you take out characters, armor, does that include weapons? What else would we want? Maybe like maybe vehicles like an AV-21. Maybe like I don't know. Many weapons already exist from Star Wars figures. Yeah, it's true. I mean, what else is there? Buildings? It's like buildings, droids, vehicles. Like, that's really it. Unless, like, maybe 3D print something that's actually used as a decoration in people's houses. Like a Gungan head statue. Dude, 3D print a Gungan head... Ooh, crystals. Force crystals would be good. But see, the problem with the Force crystals is I would want the top part to be translucent, like they are in game. I don't think you could do that with 3D printing. Maybe you can, I don't know. I was gonna say a crate pearl. It's just a white ball. Like, oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know. A vibro-knuckler would be pretty easy. There's not much to it. Yeah, dude, if you could 3D print a Sunrider's Destiny, you know, like that teal crystal that you get from doing the Phase 3 melee accuracy quest at the village, if you could do that and get it the right color and get it translucent and then paint the bottom part to look like the rock, I would totally donate to you for that one of those. And then after that, what do I want? I want this plant right here. I want one of these. That right there. I'm just kidding. The Sunrider's Destiny, the Force Crystal that you get from the Phase 3 melee accuracy quest, that's like teal color. Hey Burtoner, you hate that Skynet keeps spamming the chat in-game? Yeah, it can get a little annoying, but the reason they're doing it is because they're trying to get as many people to show up as they can. The whole point of the event is to be a stress test. So they need as many people, a maximum turnout as possible, So they're gonna keep spamming just in case they, just so they can catch somebody that might not have been on previously. So it'll be gone in a week. Yeah, I can't think of anything else right now off the top of my head. I would love like a little mini Mobius figure. That would be hilarious. With the blue and red composite going. The Sunriders crystal would be pretty sweet. I would say holocrons. But holocrons, they already made them. Like here, wait. Time to get desk toy number 2. Hold on. They already made these. And the cool thing is, they're actually little games that light up. I don't know if the batteries on this are still on, or still, no, probably not. Oh, they do! Check it out. I have a holocron. And it glows. Does it have different lighting settings? I don't know. So yeah, I'm sorry. Even if you were to 3D print, and they have Sith ones too. I don't have one, but Takora, I got one for Takora. So they have both the Jedi and the Sith holocrons. Yeah, I saw the Redcon. They were Clicknicks, I think. Yeah, the Crate Skull with the open mouth, that would be a pretty good one. I don't know how to turn this off now. Crap. Oh, there we go. I got it. Cool. Life Day Orb. Borg Cube. Totally different series. You should 3D print an ADK. And then we could do ADK giveaways and just send people these 3D printed deed looking things. So here you go, you won an ADK. Start charging people 15 million credits for an ADK. They tip the money and I'll mail it. You'll be at your door in 7 to 10 business days. Damn Clicknicks everywhere. See, I've got a lot of like stupid Star Wars desk toys and stuff that I could potentially put on like behind me on stream, but with the green screen it's kind of pointless. And honestly, I'd prefer the green screen over having like a shelf behind me with a bunch of Star Wars stuff on it. If for whatever reason I ever had to get rid of the green screen, or like if I move somewhere and it just doesn't feasibly work, then you'll most likely see like a shelf with a bunch of Star Wars toys and crap on it behind me. Green shelves, it's not quite the same thing. Hey, Black Sun group number 1. How long has it been? Half hour. Three henchmen. I don't know how good that is. I mean, the henchmen are really easy. But I feel like they have less of a chance to drop good stuff. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but we're going to find out. These ones actually have so small ham, we will actually spin them down. You have a screenshot of something, you have no idea what it is. It's a big red glowing crystal about as big as a character's torso, floating above a metal base with jagged spider-looking legs. It's in your house with a bunch of Jedi armor weapons, so assuming it's force-related. Is it a Bomar monk? Like the little spider dudes that wander around Jabba's palace? You'd have to post it. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a big red glowing crystal about as big as a character's torso, floating above a metal base with jagged spider-looking legs. I have no idea. Is it an NGE thing? Because it definitely doesn't sound pre-CU. Oh, it was NGE. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I got one for you. How about a Bantha doll? A Bantha doll and an Ewok crossbow. Here's the Sunriders, by the way. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You give me one of these, I'll be a happy Mobius. Let's see, we got these. I think these are Star Wars Land, future Star Wars. So I guess these are going to be things that you can buy at the new Star Wars theme park. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like what I already have, but not quite. Hey, Dead Slim. You rather fight a Bantha doll that's a real plushie? Yeah, that's true. What about the Ewok crossbow, though? Going outside to get some twigs to make one? What? You need twigs to make what?
The Force will be with you, always.
Oh, the crossbow. Arctic Sniper, man, thanks for the subscription.
Thanks, my young friend.
And the following follow. Welcome to the channel. I'm just thinking of like rare in-game items. So like the crossbow's rare, AV-21 would be cool. I also don't know what scale you're thinking of making. Like, are you making like these little like 4-inch figures, or are they gonna be like G.I. Joe size? 6-inch? That's pretty big. Trying to think what else you could do. I mean, if I ever got a 3D printer, I would start pumping out Star Wars Starship minis. Like little X-Wings, A-Wings, TIE Fighters and shit. Because if I had like unlimited money, I would love to buy into like that Fantasy Flight Star Wars X-Wings minigame, or like, what's the other one called? Some like Armada, I think. Star Wars Armada. I don't remember. But there's like tabletop games that have like all the little tiny starships. Like, I love that shit, but it's so expensive. But if I could start printing my own little things and then painting them up my own way, that would be pretty cool. Any tips for grinding? What are you grinding? I was going to be cheeky and say, yeah, put on my YouTube playlist, but I will actually try to help answer your question. Creature handler, oh, that's yeah, it's a pain in the butt. The best tip I have for that, because I just did it not that long ago, is to actually master a combat profession other than creature handler first. Because once you get a creature, as long as the creature gets one hit in on a target, it gets the full XP value that it would, even if the creature did all of the damage. So if you master a combat profession yourself, and then just have your pet attack something, and then you kill it real quickly, it still gets the full XP for it. Your X3, X1 Fencer, yeah, I would just focus on getting Master Fencer first. And then once you get Master Fencer, getting the rest of Creature Handler will be so much easier. Also, if what kind of helped me is I actually had some other friends or viewers in the chat that were already master creature handlers that would donate or lend pets to me, because you can actually use, well, I guess it depends on what skills you get, but they were giving me pets that were already matured, because I'm sure you know, when you tame a pet, you have to wait like 10 days for it to grow or whatever. But if you have friends that already have creatures at all different combat levels, they can give you stronger creatures without you having to wait for the ones that you tame to mature themselves, and that really helps. Light lightning cannon makes the same sound effect as a flamethrower? Why are you not switching to melee? Okay. Dude. Am I gonna die? No, come on. Everybody follow the leader and go over to this guy who's just standing there for some reason. Come on. I did not think the light lightning cannon sounded like a flamethrower, but hey, you learn something new every day. Alright, this is the third wave of the first group. Doesn't look like we're getting anything good out of this one, but we'll see. Nothing. Nothing good. Junk. Junk. Super junk. Flash speeder? I think most people would probably prefer the AV-21 to the flash speeder, but again, personal preference. Now, are you gonna do them like? Are you gonna compartmentalize, or what? Or I guess are you gonna do like a modular design where you can print out composite chest plates and then like composite helmets independently, and that they can like attach, so that you could just like if somebody has a character that's got a composite chest plate, like you already have composite chest plates printed out, so now you just need the other pieces, or are you doing like the whole character in one go? Oh, well, yeah, but you don't have to make everything to scale. You don't have to make the AV-21 like large enough to fit your 6-inch figures. I want those suckers posable, dude. That's gonna be so sick. If you actually could pull that off. Are we is this gonna be crowdfunded? Can we pledge to back you? This is your spare time. What do you think you are, SWG EMU staff? Working on all this stuff in your spare time? Don't you have better things to do? I'm just making you feel bad about yourself. I mean, look at me. What am I doing on my Sunday? My Sunday off? I'm driving around in a fictional forest looking for fictional bounty hunters so that I could kill them and loot fictional armor so that I could craft a fictional jetpack. This is time well spent right here, gentlemen, and you're witnessing it firsthand. Maybe we should play with this holocron. Alright, let's play with the holocron. So, like I said, it's not going to show up on freaking camera. This thing's actually a game. So, I don't know if you've ever played 21 Questions, but this is basically a game of 21 questions. So you can either choose a being, let me say, if it's not a being, a location, or piece of technology from the Star Wars universe. Alright, so we're going to play this. So we are, as a group, we're going to decide... basically, that you choose something, either a being, a location, or a piece of technology. The holocron's going to ask us a series of yes or no questions. We answer them, and he basically has 21 attempts. It can ask up to 21 questions before it has, or 20 questions before it has to take a guess at what we're thinking of. And it's surprisingly good, I will say. I haven't played with it for a while, but I played with it a lot when I first got it, and there were very few things that I stumped it with, and I don't remember what any of them were. So, anybody have a suggestion for a first thing? It has to be, like I said, either a being, a location, or a piece of technology. And I believe it has to come from the 6 films. I don't actually think that's correct. I think there are some things from the expanded universe that it knows, but I don't remember exactly what. Plo Koon? Alright, we'll do Plo Koon as the first one. So, question 1. Is it a being? I know you guys can't see it, so you're just going to have to trust me. I'm saying yes. Question 2. Are they a villain? Say no. Plo Koon's not a villain. Question 3. Are they part of the Rebel Alliance? No. Not part of the Rebel Alliance. Question 4. Is this someone specific? Well, yeah. Question 5. Have they met Yoda? I'm going to go ahead and assume that, yeah, Plo Koon's probably met Yoda. So we'll say yes. Question 6. Were they a member of the Jedi Council? Was Plo Koon on the Council? I think he was. But I'm going to wait until you guys confirm that. Plo Koon was on the Council, right? Yeah? Okay. Yes. Question 7. Were they killed by a Sith? No. He was killed by clone troopers. Right? We see him get shot down in episode 3. Correct? Someone verify that. Plo Koon was not killed by a Sith. Shot down. Okay. No. Not killed by Sith. Question 8. Are they tall? There is the option of putting maybe. I'm just going to put maybe. I don't know how tall Plo Koon is. Question 9. Did they die during the Clone Wars? Yes? I'm trying to think if the Clone Wars were technically over by when they did Order 66. Yeah, the Clone Wars were still going, because they hadn't killed the Separatists yet. Alright, so yes, he died during the Clone Wars. Question 10, are they male? Yes. Question 11, are they a pilot? Well, he freaking died while flying a fighter, so yeah, he's a pilot. Question 12, is it on a planet? Is it on a planet? What the frick kind of question is that? Maybe. It's not always on a planet. Question 13. Are they bald? Yeah, he's bald. Right? Yeah, okay. Question 14. Do they cover their face? Oh, yes. Yes, he does. Search complete. Is it Plo Koon? Look at that. Nailed it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Like, I can't imagine the, like, the database that this thing actually has. Anybody want to do a different one? Salacious Crumb? Alright, that's a good one. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Is it a being? Yes. Okay, question 2. Are they clothed? No. Question 3. Could it be used to store information? No. Question 4. Is it heavy? I'm going to say no. Question 5. Is the Force strong with them? No. I should have said maybe. Question 6. Does it come in many wait, what? Do they come in many classes? No. Are they located on Tatooine? Now you're cheating. Now you're just cheating. Yes, it comes on Tatooine. Do they think for themselves? Yes. Where are we? Do others control them? What would you say? Would you say yes because Jabba controls him? Because we just said that he thinks for himself, and now it's asking like basically the exact opposite. Do others control Salacious Crumb? Yes or no? I'm leaning towards yes. I think even though he can think for himself, he's technically like Jabba's servant. What do you guys think? I'm going with... Oh no, dude. Yeah, okay. I'm going with yes. Could they be found in the Mos Eisley Cantina? Nope. Question 11. Are they a villain? I'm going to say maybe. Because, like, he's portrayed as a villain, but he's not really a villain. He's just kind of... whatever. Question 12. Can they speak basic? No. Question 13. Do they have legs? Yes. Question 14. Is their tail long? Maybe? Question 15. Do they have long fingers? Yeah, I think he does. Yes. Question 16. Are they sentient? Yes. Question 17. Can they be used in combat? Maybe. He poked out C-3PO's eye. 18. Is their mouth very large? Yes. Question 19. Are they short? Yes. I think it's getting close. Search complete. Dude. Not only did it get it, it knows his middle fucking initial. Salacious B. Crumb. Fuck you, Holocron. That's some bullshit. You guys want to keep going? I mean, try to pick something really obscure. Pick something just like... And remember, it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a place, or it could be a piece of technology. So it could be like a weapon. Or a comlink. Though I'm pretty sure I did comlink before and it got it. Oh, you know what we should do? CDEF pistol. I don't know if it'll get that specific. I think it'll just say blaster pistol. We could try though. Because again, this the database is based on the movies, right? So at no point in the movies do they ever actually come out and say that it's a CDEF pistol. hyperdrive motivator. Alright, fuck it. I'm game. Be ready to answer questions, though. Alright, it's not a being, it's not a location, it's technology. Okay. Are they helpful? I'll say they're pretty freaking helpful. Are they male? So, is a hyperdrive motivator male? I'm gonna say maybe. Yes, exactly, not the Falcons. So I'm gonna say maybe. Because it could be. Do they cover their head? No. Are they a pilot? Would a hyperdrive motivator be a pilot? No? I mean, it doesn't fly the ship, it just kind of propels the ship, right? So it's not a pilot. Okay, no, it's not a pilot. Question 6. Are they compassionate? No. Do others control them? Yes. Question 8. Would they be an underling? No. Question 9. Would they get along with Darth Vader? You understand, I picked technology, right, Holocron? I don't know, what technology would get along with Darth Vader? Besides, I guess, his breathing apparatus. No. Hyperdrive motivator does not get along with Darth Vader. Question 10. Are they larger than a Wookiee? That's a good question. I don't know. How big is a hyperdrive motivator? No? It's not larger than a Wookiee? Alright, I'll take your word for it. No, it's not larger than a Wookiee. Question 11. Is it bigger than a mouse droid? That's actually really weird that you just said mouse droid and now it's asking me is it bigger than a mouse droid. So I think this thing is satanic and we're going to stop after this one. So it is bigger than a mouse droid then. Alright, yes. Question 12. Can they speak basic? See... No, they can't speak anything. See, the fucking Empire Strikes Back makes everything so fucking confusing. Because C-3PO says that the Falcon's hyperdrive has an interesting dialect, but it doesn't technically speak. It communicates, but it doesn't speak. I'm saying no. Question 13. Could it be held in the hand? I said it's bigger than a mouse droid, so no. Question 14. Is this someone specific? Oh, good. I guess we're going to win, because if it doesn't know that I'm asking about technology, then it's in trouble. No. Question 15. Could it be used for transportation? Shit. Yes. Question 16. Do they have wings? No. Question 17. Was it involved in the Battle of Endor? Yeah, they were involved in the Battle of Endor. That's how the rebels freaking got there. You say no? You want to say no to this? I haven't said anything yet. I can say maybe. Technically, the battle started after they arrived. The space battle started after they arrived, but the ground battle, it's already begun. I'll say maybe. We'll compromise. Question 18. Is it a spacecraft? No. Question 19. Does it hover? No. Search complete. It can't possibly get it. I mean, It doesn't say hyperdrive motivator, but it got hyperdrive. I think that's as close as it's going to get. It says this is the hyperdrive. Fuck you, Holocron. I told you, the thing's pretty neat. I like it. Alright. Done for now. That's good though. I was always looking for something to do on stream during these Black Sun hunts, because just driving around is pretty boring. Somebody earlier said you must now master the image designer profession. I saw that. It's pretty funny. Alright, we got just under an hour left. We've only found one group so far. Who this? It's the same dude from before? Dude, it is. What is this guy doing? Is he Black Sun hunting too? This is the same SEM dude that we saw earlier. Let's wave to him. I'm curious if he's waiting for Black Sun to respawn. I kind of want to sit here and see if that's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Because there they are. Damn it! How long do we wait, boys? How long do we wait before these are fair game? Because I don't want to be that guy. Oh, there he, now he's going. Because it's SEM, you know? Like, I'm on good terms with SEM. Oh, crap. Freaking cone attacks. Well, now we know that we've got competition out here, so that's not good. He didn't even say anything back. I'm hurt. You'd think he could at least say thank you for not taking my spawn. Because Lord knows I received my fair share of shit when I complained about kill stealing.
Thanks, my young friend.
Is it oh god, Lieutenant Emmerpock? Thank you for the follow. However you say your name. Remember that flower you stopped at to show earlier? Yeah, that
The Force will be with you.
the one that you get
always.
is the Aurelian plant. You can get it from the village. And thank you for subscribing as well, however you say your name. Feel free to say, put the phonetics in chat so I actually know how to say it. Dude, why is this shirt not like my green screen, my chromo? I have to like sit perfectly straight, otherwise it artifacts. I guess I can't wear light shirts. I gotta put on a dark t-shirt next time. Oh, the Kashik hunting trophies. I remember those. From the Eddy hunting grounds. Oh, what about the lava crystal that you got from Mustafar? That would be pretty neat. You're gonna tell me a story about galaxies, then you, then galaxies, then to your new job, and then back to you and galaxies. It's quick, I promise. Okay? I'll mentally prepare myself for what's to come. Lava crystal was good shit. You absolutely love the lava crystal. Yeah, it was pretty neat. Oh, I got something for you to make, Roykop. It probably will come out like shit. You could make... Nah, it did come out like shit, but still. I'm gonna pull it up anyway. Dude, 3D print this map. Like in 3D. So that you have like a hologram of the DWB map. I understand, I know how 3D printing works. I know how absolutely terrible of an idea that is because of all the narrow passageways are so easily breakable. But think about how cool it would be to have like a hologram of the layout of the DWB. I know how like not possibly that would yeah, structurally sound. But still, that would be awesome. Alright, let's get into this. I played Galaxies for ages back in the day, like pre-CU and before the NGE, just like you did. Veteran, as they say. Eventually, game ended, yada yada. We all remember, sad days. Years and years later, you tried playing Final Fantasy Online and looked up guides. Okay? I'm following you so far. Look at the link you just sent. The weird item you're talking about is above the skeleton in the screenshot. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I have never seen that before, actually. It must have been added after I stopped playing. Interesting. I guess I should put it on stream so everybody can see it. Whoops, that's not it. That window's still open? Oh, shucks. Close that. There we go. This is the crystal in question. What is this? We have no idea. Does anybody remember what this is or where it came from? Remember the junk artifact or rare artifact, some three-sided purple-yellow thing? Yeah, I do. It's like a little triangle thing. Okay, here comes part 2. Ready? I wanted a character extremely similar to what I had in Galaxies. Combat Medic, Master Pistolier, Master Rifleman. They had something like Combat Medic in the game, and I was happy, but never fully happy with playing the game as much as Galaxies. While I was looking up guides for FF Online, I found you on YouTube and watched your Bounty Hunter story about you in the middle of nowhere doing something. And you saw a blip on the map, and the whole story is fantastic. It's the video from, I think, guessing that got cut off. Don't tell me you were one of the bounty hunters that I told about in my story, because I already had somebody say that they were the one that tried infiltrating my guild and attacked me during the guild interview, or a guild meeting or some shit. Tell me you're the dude. No, wait. Did you say bounty hunter? No, you said combat medic. It's alright, so you weren't a bounty hunter then. Unless you were a bounty hunter. The Axkva Min Crystal? Maybe. Roykop, does that sound familiar? Lootable item from the Axkva Min Heroic Instance. Yeah, that would explain why I don't know what it is, because I never had a guild to do those heroics with. I think I might have done the IG-88 one a couple times. No, I did do the Axva one a couple times, actually. I remember. Because didn't you get to the bottom of the room? It was like a cave, and she had like people were frozen inside crystals. Yeah, I remember that. I did do it a couple times, but I never got any of the loot, because it was never my guild. Her crystal was different, but good guess. You just Googled it. Yeah, it looks kind of like it would come from Mustafar, but I don't know what kind of loots you could get from Mustafar. Was there a Mustafar heroic other than the HK-47 one that could have dropped off of? Yo, where's part 3 to the story? The anticipation is killing me. Oh, there's nothing spawning up here. Alright, part 3. You became a bounty hunter eventually, but your favorite is combat medic. Anyway, the story is essentially found you. Stopped playing FF Online for a while. Recently, like 3 years later after finding you, I got a new job at a casino since I live in Vegas. Your boss said something offhandedly, saying he liked Star Wars. I said, how big of a fan are you? He said, I used to play Galaxies constantly. He said, same. So we instantly nerded out and started listing off things inside. Inside what? I have to know. We started listing off things inside. What do you think? What could the next word be, guys? Inside. Hey, Skeletor, you're back, and you're still being negative like last time. At least you're consistent. Inside the money vault. I don't know, he fully capitalized the word inside. So like it's like inside. Like, ugh. What's the emphasis on inside for? Hey, EVs, represent. Welcome to the stream, Sita. I saw Racken was streaming a little bit earlier. You guys were at the Fort Tuscan. I was in the middle of something, so I didn't have time to say anything, but I popped in and lurked for a little bit. Okay, inside galaxies that we both would know, like pre-CU stuff and after NGE kind of things. And we were both listing people on YouTube we know, and we both mentioned you. I've been a fan of you for a while, and so is he, and now I'm playing again because of you and my boss. So, I mean, essentially, you deserve my sub, and I genuinely thank you for being awesome. That's it, really, thank you. Dude, that's awesome. So, man, that sucks. That means you actually bumped into somebody who knew me from YouTube before I did. Congratulations.
Thanks, my young friend.
Godly Savage, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean, I'm not popular. I've had this conversation on a couple streams ago. I definitely know that I'm not popular enough to be like running into people in real life that recognize me from YouTube. But go figure, you actually bumped into somebody IRL who knew me from YouTube before I did. I think that counts for something, man. Like, it's happened. Two randos have bumped into each other that already knew about me. Thank you for telling me that story. I appreciate it. And welcome back to the game. It is a fun game. Especially when you meet people like Skeletor says. Otherwise, it's boring as fuck. So there you got your POI. Nice. Well, if are you already playing? Like, are you installed in game and everything yet, or are you just getting into it now, or where are you in getting back into it? What is your status? Got about 35 minutes left on our mind buffs. By the way, I'm being simulcast on Evie's Twitch channel as well. Yeah, Racken and I set each other up on auto hosting. So same thing earlier when he was streaming and I wasn't. His stream was being cast on my channel as well. We did that. We did that for each other. So it might help each other out. Who knows? So literally, this is the first stream I've watched me do in a really long time. I saw you were online and subbed. Your status on the Legends forums as you're approved and came on. I'm installed and ready to go. However, I want to know what server my boss is on so I can be on his server. Unless it's all one server, is it? No. Legends is actually a completely different game than what I'm playing now. So as you are aware, since you played your Galaxies in Live, you're a vet, Legends is NGE. So Legends actually is using illegally leaked code that the SOE devs were basically using right before the game shut down. So when you play on Legends, you're playing the game as it was the day they turned the servers off. What I'm playing on, this is Basilisk. This is the official server for the SWG EMU project, which aims to emulate the game as Galaxies was in the very last update before the combat upgrade, which is version 14.1. So, like you said, you're a vet. You probably remember there was the combat upgrade, and then 6 months later they had the NGE. So this server, Basilisk, is basically how Galaxies was right before the combat upgrade hit. So yeah, it's a totally different client and launcher and everything. Find out where your boss is, because obviously I would also want to play on the same server as, you know, somebody I knew in real life. So definitely find out where he is. But there's the link to the SWG EMU project. So if you wanted to play pre-CU, that's where you'd want to go. If you go online and start reading people's comparisons, you're most likely going to bump into people complaining about things, how like Basilisk is missing jump to light speed, and how Legends has jump to light speed. And like, dude, aviation's in my blood, so I am looking forward to jump to light speed more than anything. But the reason this server doesn't have it yet is because the developers on this server are recoding the entire game themselves. Legends didn't do that. Like I said earlier, Legends is using code that was leaked online. And I hate getting into this conversation because I feel like I talk about it every other stream. But as unlikely as it is, I always have to preface this statement with as unlikely as it is, because somebody's going to come back and say, yeah, but Mobius, how likely is that really going to happen? I understand. As unlikely as it is, if any of these emulator projects were ever to get shut down by Disney, Legends would be the first one to be shut down because of the code they're using. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying if it were to happen, they would be the first ones to go down. This project, since they're recoding it by themselves, they have a little bit more leverage or more ground to stand on legally when it comes to running a server. I'm not saying that Disney couldn't shut them down as well because they're still using the Star Wars IP, but they have a little bit more ground to stand on. Wish we had one NGE feature on this version. Appearance armor. Yeah, I mean, post Sun Crusher, who knows, man. With Publish 10, though, we're getting bizarre search features. I don't know if you guys knew that. When they finally post the Publish 10 patch notes, I'm gonna have a video on my channel of all the important changes. But we can talk a little bit about it. I don't know everything that they've done because I haven't been following their weekly updates like I used to. But I do know for a fact that we're getting the bizarre search feature, which is amazing. I also know the main focuses for Publish 10, though, they're going to be the Force ranking system for Jedi, and then the Bestine elections on Tatooine, which, to be honest with you, I know very little about. I know it's some sort of side quest. I think you get like a painting or some sort of decoration for your house, but I don't really know much about it other than that. And then a bunch of small changes, I think, to other systems. Like I said, the official patch notes aren't out. Once they're out, I'll read over them and then do a video on them, just so we all know what important stuff's coming. But yeah, there really isn't a whole lot left.
Thanks, my young friend.
Oh boy, Tokoku Doendu. Thank you for the follow. Man, you guys with your impossible to pronounce names. Still got 29 minutes. I'm hanging out too close to this starport. Let's go this way.
The
Hi,
Force
guy.
will be with you.
Hey, guy.
Always.
Roy Cop, thanks for the sub. Twitch Prime, baby. So, alright, here's a question. How many groups have we found? Because technically, I found the one group, and then we found the other dude who was camping a group. Does that count as finding two groups? I don't think it does. Because I only got to kill one group, so I only found one group. Right? So if I find another group, then we will have met my prediction of finding two groups. I think that's how this works. I don't think we can count the group that SEM dude found as a group that I found, since I didn't get any of the kills. Gotta get them sweet loot rights, baby. I am hunting Black Sun, Sido. We're trying to get Jetpack base or Bounty Hunter armor. Tends to be a popular thing to do on stream. I don't mind it. It's streaming this stuff. It might be boring to watch, but I like it because I can engage with chat a lot more. Like I don't really have to focus on what I'm doing. I'm just driving around looking at my radar. So it gives me the opportunity to read chat, interact with you guys, play games with you guys, do whatever. A little while ago we were playing 21 Questions with this little holocron. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I don't want to do any more today because this thing is like talking to the devil or something. Like it just knows everything. This little holocron. But maybe we'll I'll leave it at my desk here, and maybe every stream we'll do a couple games of that. It's kind of fun. I'm always trying to find different ways to interact with chat. I would like to maybe do, like, watch some YouTube videos or whatever, but I'm afraid of, like, getting in trouble for posting content that's not mine. Eyes of Mobius, like the Eyes of Mezra. I have one right here. The Eyes of Mezra. We can do that. All right. Let's, we got any questions for the Eyes of Mezra? Go ahead and post them, chat, and we'll ask. We will ask the mighty Eyes of Mezra. I'll start off. Oh, mighty Eyes of Mezra. Will I find another group of Black Sun before my mind buffs wear out? Yes, but just barely. Okay. Good thing we have Brandy and Muon Gold. Anybody else have any questions? It's a neat little toy. I like carrying one of these with me. I don't know if we're gonna find any, man. C9 Mill. How's it going? Yeah, Grimswell. It's basically a Star Wars Magic 8 Ball. What made me play this? I played this when I was a kid. I played this back in like 2004, 2005.
Thanks, man.
And there just aren't very MMOs like this anymore. Very many MMOs. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Plus, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and it's either this or the Old Republic. I can't stomach the Old Republic anymore. I tried that. I played that for like 2 years. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a Dark Adept. "23 minutes. We need to find one more group. Just one more group. That's all I'm asking for. The Old Republic was too much like WoW for you? You know, I didn't mind that. We knew going into it that the Old Republic was basically going to be a Star Wars version, Star Wars themed World of Warcraft. And honestly, I didn't have a problem with that. World of Warcraft was insanely successful, so a Star Wars version of that sounded like a good time. And honestly, I loved it right up until the point it went free to play. When it went free to play, it just went way, way downhill, man. The way they monetized for Tor made me not want to give it a fair shot. Yeah, I mean, the microtransactions are real, man. They really made it easy mode, too. When the game first came out, there were a lot of... Like, it was tough. Like, you didn't even get the ability to sprint until you got to level 14. So when you were on the starter world, like, you were walking basically everywhere. And now, like, you got people that have... that you can get, like, mounts at level 1. You basically start the game. Not only do you start with sprint, but you can start with a mount if you pay for the ability to do it on the cartel market. It's so easy mode. You're playing when it was pay to play and then switched to free to play. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it when it was pay to play. I played it a lot. It was never perfect, but it was really fun. I'm pretty sure I just saw an update too, so that they're adding Dantooine as a new planet. It's a shame because like I keep hearing good things too about like stuff that they've added since I've stopped playing. And I've reinstalled it. I actually think I have it installed right now. As a matter of fact, I do. I have it installed on my computer right now. So we could play it right now if you want. But I don't know, man. Every time I go back to it, like I see some change that they made that's just bad. And it turns me off from the game. You hate that they locked all the quality of life features like inventory space and stuff behind a paywall. They locked inventory space behind a paywall. They locked wearing purple like epic quality gear behind a paywall. They lock how many times you can queue into a PvP war zone behind a paywall. They locked color unification on gear behind a paywall. Like, why? Like, who? When you know how, like, when you start looting pieces from all different gear sets, and obviously you're min-maxing your character, so you're always equipping the gear that's got the best stats on it. But then you've got, like, a red helmet, a blue chest plate, and you start looking like my main character does in Galaxies with all, like, mismatched colors. Well, they have the feature to unify colors so that the game takes the color of your chest piece and applies whatever primary color that is to all your other gear. But only if you're a subscriber, or you gotta pay for it. Why put such a small, basic feature behind a paywall? Yes, FL Spectre, that's the perfect example of what I mean when I said that they made it easy mode. FL Spectre says, I never liked that they changed the companions to be able to do heal, DPS, tank interchangeably. When the game first came out, every character had a healing companion, and a tanking companion, and a DPS companion. And if you needed, somebody to fill a role that you were missing in your party, you would use that specific companion. And now they made it to where you can use whatever companion you want, and they can do any role you want. Is that game breaking? No, not really. It's kind of nice because if you really like a companion, then that companion can be with you at all times. But at the same time, it kind of like...
The Force will be with you.
It takes away from the characters. Like my Jedi Knight, my healing companion was Doc. He was like my Doc. FL Spectre, thanks for the sub. Like, when I needed to be healed, I knew I was relying on Doc to be my healer. But when you have anybody that can fill any role, like, they lose that identity. I don't know. It's such a minor thing, but, like, it's really not. Alright, Pooch. Have a good one. Thanks for coming back to do buffs earlier. What else? The fact that you can basically do all the instances now by yourself. The flashpoints, rather. Maybe not like the 8-man or 16-man raids. Obviously not by yourself. But like the 4-man flashpoints that you used to have to get like a little group together. You can basically solo them all now. Because if you can't get a party together, they give you a droid that fills like whatever role you're missing. So now you have like a companion and you have this droid. And what it basically means is nobody ever queues anymore. So like if I'm playing DPS, which I usually don't, I usually play tank or healer, but if I'm DPS and I try to solo queue into a 4-man flashpoint, the game's going to try to find another DPS, a tank, and a healer to match me up with. But I'm going to end up sitting there for like maybe 3 to 5 minutes waiting. And it's going to wait and wait and wait. And it's not going to find anybody because nobody's doing it anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up. And I'm going to go in by myself and just use the AI droid companion that they give you. And do it by myself. And now that's one less person waiting in the queue. So we end up never being able to find a group to solo queue anymore. It's just terrible. Hey Drew, but yeah, we're talking about how crappy the Old Republic's become. You got one for me. When the game first came out, you had commendations for each planet. Now you've got planetary commendations for all of them. Dude, when the game first came out, you had different stats. You had aim, you had cunning, you had, what was it, strength and wisdom, right? I don't remember what the Jedi ones were. But now you just have mastery. Is like, everybody has the same stat on all the gear. Also, when the game first came out, if you were doing dark side dialogue choices, you had to use a red lightsaber crystal. You couldn't use green or blue. And if you were doing light side dialogue choices, you could not use a red lightsaber crystal. Which makes sense. And people complained. And they were like, ah, fuck it. You can use whatever lightsaber crystal you want. Dude, the stories were good. I actually see that that's one of the reasons why I actually wouldn't let me put it this way. This is one of the reasons why I've considered going back to the game. Because I've never finished all of the stories. I think I've only finished the Jedi Knight and the Trooper storylines. I've never finished any of the dark side storylines. I've never finished the Jedi Counselor storyline, and I've never finished the Smuggler storyline. So I have considered going back, playing the game, and streaming the other classes so that I can experience the stories. But I don't think... I feel kind of bad, honestly, because so many people know me for Galaxies. I feel almost like I'm betraying them if I go back and play the Old Republic. Like, I would lose subscribers. People would be like, what? Why is he playing this shit? Star Wars is Star Wars, man. That's how I feel. Okay, I don't hate the game. I'm so disappointed in it, man. Like, it was so much better before than it is now. Like I said earlier, it was never perfect, but the quality of it now is just so much lower than where it was. Holy shit. Holy shit! Guys! Guys! We found a group right as my buffs are gonna wear out. The Eyes of Mezra were right! Holy shit! Guys! All hail the Eyes of Mezra! Oh my god! That is so fucking amazing! Oh, whoever... C9, when you ask me why do I play this game, it's reasons like that. That's why I play this game. That is why I play this fucking game. That's awesome. Oh my god. I'm done after this. I need to stop. We're gonna kill this spawn. The only thing better... Oh, wait. Eyes of Mezra. Okay. Almighty Eyes of Mezra. Am I going to loot a jetpack base off of these Black Sun? I sense something terrible will happen. Alright, so the answer there is unfortunately no. But at least now we know. Eyes of Mezra. Oh, almighty Eyes of Mezra. Will I loot any bounty hunter armor off of these Black Sun? Trust your instincts. What the fuck kind of answer is that? Trust your instinct. Alright. Trusting my instincts. Well, honestly, my instincts tell me no. Verkupti. I don't know if we have a chef. So, Sid, I don't know if you're familiar with the guild that I'm running, the Swipe Guild. But we're basically a little social experiment where we only interact with each other. So everything that we use was made by other members of the guild. So you see, I have Brandy here that was made. It says Swipe in the name. Muon Gold says Swipe in the name. All the armor says Swipe in the name. So we can't... The rules of our guild is we cannot purchase or benefit in any way from anyone outside the guild. We're trying to be totally... Yeah, okay. So, Verkupti. I would love some. I don't know if we have an active chef right now that can make any. That's cool. Did I come up with the experiment? Yeah. We basically, swipe stands for simulated wipe. I know the text is really small, but if you've got a large monitor, maybe you can read. Guild name top left here says simulated wipe. We basically wanted to see what it would be like when the server restarts and everybody had to start fresh. So the guild started on October 1st. We've been going for a couple months now. And it was really fun, to be honest with you. When we first started, everybody was running around with no armor, no doctor buffs, no entertainer buffs. We actually had to group up to do basic missions. Like, it was really fun. We had no swoops. Luckily, the game starts you with an X31 speeder, but we even had somebody lose their speeder on, like, day 2. So he was stuck running around until somebody mastered Artisan. Like, it was really fun. Now, luckily, I mean, it's been a couple months, so we're actually at a point now where we have stuff like composite armor. But even if you look at my armor, yeah, it's 80% kinetic, but like all the other resists are down like 49 or 48%, 50%, 48%. If you look at my weapon, Vibronuclear with a max damage of 146 is like the best we've got right now. So, yeah, our buffs, like I'm a doctor, buff is only 275. So, yeah, it's not for a whole lot. It's what, 1878 is what I buffed myself for. So it makes the game a little bit more difficult. It's interesting. It's fun. But we are getting closer to becoming more of like a standard, typical guild. If I had it my way, at some point in the future, maybe like when October comes back around, we would wipe, swipe, and start the whole experiment over again. But, I think some people would be upset with that. I don't know. That's just what I want to do. But we have meetings where we make decisions like that as a group. You didn't start playing SWG until NGE, so seeing it pre-CU is so interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'll be the first one to say that NGE did have a lot of positives to it. Like, the combat in NGE is actually more fun than the combat pre-CU. But the customization in pre-CU, like, look at these professions, man. This is what, like, if NGE came out and they kept all of this, I bet you it would not have had such a bad blowback. And I miss my trading card game. That Star Wars TCG, man. I played that game so much. I want to play it again. Miss the Mustafar bunker, yep. The housing. I mean, like, the housing, the vehicles, the armor, there were a lot of positives in the NGE, but they changed the fundamentals of the game, and that just caused such a bad response. And they seriously dicked over everybody who became Jedi pre-NGE, myself included. You miss not knowing anything and being bad? Yeah, we talked about that 2 days ago when I was streaming on Friday. How the game, since we've basically reverse engineered the entire game, like, we know how everything works now. Like, back in live, you know, we were still figuring stuff out. We didn't know the mechanics of the game. You know, you might have two weapons that were very similar in stats, and now we have DPS calculators. You could go online, punch all the numbers in, and the website will tell you which weapon to use. But like back in live, you would look at these two weapons, and one might have higher damage, one might have higher speed, and you're not sure which one to go with, so you just go with the one that looks cooler because you didn't know any better. And like that's awesome. Like you don't see that really anymore. We know too much. Yep, they boiled down 32 professions and 9 starting professions, and Jedi was one of them. It took me 14 months to unlock Jedi. A year and 2 months. And then, like 3 weeks after I unlocked Jedi, they were like, oh hey, you guys want to be Jedi now? All you gotta do is click this button when you create your character, and you're a Jedi! And I just saw a big middle finger in my face. For all your hard work, you could be a Force Ghost. So yeah, we got 3 things. Was it 3? No, 4 things. We got the ability to turn Force Ghost, which I'm not going to lie, was probably the coolest freaking thing that they gave us, and I abused the shit out of that. I used to, when they added the talent trees, the expertise system, I put points into Force Cloak so I could go invisible. And what I would do is I would activate the Force Ghost ability, and then I would Force Cloak so I turned invisible, and you were on a timer when you were invisible. So during the time where I was invisible, I would run up to a noob. Like I would be in Mos Eisley where all the noobs were landing. Excuse me. I would run up and stand right in front of a noob, invisible. And then my invisibility timer would wear out, and I would just kind of appear out of nowhere as a Force Ghost in front of this new player, and I would start talking to them about how they were the chosen one and they had to come with me. And it was the funniest shit ever. I wish I was recording videos back then, because I would have had like troll videos and stuff, because you have no idea how many noobs would freak out and be like, yes, like, take me with you, like, teach me the ways of the Force. Like, it was so hilarious. So, I'm not gonna lie, the Force Ghost thing, alright, I'm glad they gave us that. That was a good reward. But the rest of it, they gave us an Elder, first of all, they gave us the title, Elder Jedi, which, okay, how hard is that? They basically just typed a word in and made a new title. They gave us the Elder Robe, which I think had higher protection values than all the other robes, except for maybe like the end game robes that you could get from the instances. Then the last thing they gave us was our choice of 2 special lightsaber crystals, either Benar's Sacrifice or Kenobi's Legacy. So Kenobi's Legacy was like a dark blue, and Benar's Sacrifice was like freaking brown. Made your lightsaber look like a glowing poop stick. So, yeah. Thanks. I was gonna say thanks, Blizzard. Thanks, thanks EA. Thanks Activision. Thanks SOE. Thanks, Obama. Alright, 1 more kill, and then we're done. 5 minutes left on the mind buffs. That's awesome, dude. That is so freaking cool that the Eyes of Mesra predicted that. Where is he? Oh, he's a guard, so he's a little more HP than the others. So he's going to take a little bit longer to respawn. Should be respawning now. I'm going to play this game. Try to time the respawn. Right now. No. Right meow. Right meow. Oh, I got it. First try. I'm awesome. The space combat in SWG was like nothing else. It felt like there are no limits. So the space combat in SWG is based off of the old Star Wars space combat sims, X-Wing and TIE Fighter. So, unfortunately, Basilisk doesn't have JTL yet, but if you go onto GOG.com, you can actually pick up the old school games that JTL is based on and play them. And those games are some of the best old school Star Wars games for someone who likes space combat. Mantade Ahsoka? What's up? And as the eyes of Mesra predicted, no components. You were addicted. Then when JTL came out, you almost failed 8th grade. Same. I mean, I don't remember what grade I was in, but same. Yeah, Spectre, go onto GOG.com, look up X-Wing, look up TIE Fighter, and then look up X-Wing Alliance. There's actually another game. Okay, first it was X-Wing, then it was TIE Fighter, then it was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. It was like a multiplayer version of it. And then X-Wing Alliance was the last one that they made. Be prepared. These games came out in like the early 90s, so the graphics are not good, to say the least. This swoop is going to destroy itself the very next time I summon it. And there's no vehicle garage on this planet, so this is a dead swoop driving right now. Like, I literally cannot repair it on this planet, and I literally cannot summon it again without it destroying itself. So rip swoop. You found them? Yeah, dude. Personally, my personal favorite is TIE Fighter. Even though I am a light side at heart, I think the missions in TIE Fighter, the story in TIE Fighter, everything about TIE Fighter was awesome to me. X-Wing Alliance looks a lot better, and they added a lot of cool features, and it also has a pretty decent story. So if you had to get any two, those were the two that I would get. I would get TIE Fighter and X-Wing Alliance. Unfortunately, since X-Wing was the first one to come out, the quality of it is really bad compared to the rest of them in the series. But it's still, if you like TIE Fighter and you like X-Wing Alliance, then you might enjoy X-Wing as well. But I mean, they're so cheap. If you just get all of them, they might even have a bundle. I don't know. But yeah, those games play pretty much exactly like JTL did. Chilling in the Mos Eisley Cantina, doing entertainer stuff. All right. Well, when I get back to the starport, I'll come say hi on my other tune. Roy Cup, you were a college teacher when SWG launched? Oh yeah, May 4th. You've got less than a month until Star Wars Day, where all the Star Wars games usually go on sale. It's a good point. You're on Legends? Alright, never mind then. I tried. Well, another productive day. / sarcasm. I should message that dude who flung, that dude from SEM that we saw, and see if he looted anything off of that group that we saw him fighting. Let me see if he probably won't even answer me. What was his name? I think it was Who Flung. Nah. He's not online anymore. Either that or I'm not spelling his name right. Okay. I'm like, why did that not work? Question, you mentioned Legends and the differences, leaked code and all that. Explain the ILM intercations. I would assume that a big company like that wouldn't try to help developers that stole leaked code, you know? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. If it's a Legends specific thing, I'm not familiar with it because I don't follow them at all. Maybe Ahsoka knows what you're talking about. You guys want to see a swoop blow up? I'm actually going to go over to the vehicle garage. We'll summon it at the vehicle garage and try to repair it right away. I know it's not going to work. What do I know? Maybe, he's talking about this graphics mod, the ILM mod for Legends, I guess? I'm not really sure because I don't follow the Legends news. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this thing's going to be disabled upon summoning. Oh no, it only ticked for 25! Repaired! Wow. Way to save a swoop. It had 33 HP left, and it ticked for 25. Hallelujah. Mind if you send me a screenshot? No, go ahead. You post it. I don't think I have any bots blocking links right now. No, I mean, the interior of the cantina doesn't really look that different. I mean, the UI is totally different, but that's just NGE UI compared to pre-CU UI. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's just a textures mod, isn't it? Like, I know it's called ILM, but I didn't think ILM, like, Industrial Light and Magic, actually had anything to do with it. Am I wrong? Yeah, I don't... I'd be surprised if the actual company ILM had anything to do with the mod. I think it's just a user-made mod that they called ILM. Like, I can't find anywhere what ILM actually stands for. I know Industrial Light and Magic, but I'm talking about the mod. Like, I'm trying to find where you would even go to download it. It's on the launcher for Legends. Yeah, I don't even have that.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time looking into it. But, yeah, until I'm proven wrong, which I very well may be wrong, but until I'm proven wrong, I'm just going to go ahead and say it's just a user-made mod that they slapped the title ILM on, and that it's not actually associated with Industrial Light and Magic. Oh yeah, there it is. It says ILM 2 is created by Jarek Cyphus. It's just a user-made mod, man. Oh no, you don't have to apologize. I mean, I didn't know anything about it, so I could have been wrong too. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be all for today, guys. It's been a little over 2 hours. I gotta record another video before I get back to work tomorrow. So, alright, let's see. There's not really much to say about anything that's happened during the stream today. We learned a couple things. We learned Roy Cobb's working on some 3D printing stuff. Note, this is not his, but hopefully he'll be getting some 3D printed SWG gear or action figures or something coming at some point. So, Roy Cobb, if you're still here, keep us updated on that. What else? We learned that the holocron is satanic and uses the devil's something to read our minds. We learned that the Eyes of Mezra, you always trust the Eyes of Mezra. All hail the Eyes of Mezra, because that was one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in this game. What else? That's really it as far as a stream summary. I will say, for upcoming news, if you aren't already aware, which you should be aware, the Basilisk is having a publish 10 stress test on the TC Prime server on this upcoming Saturday. I got a video on my channel about it. There's a forum thread about it. You should be well aware of it. They've been spamming Basilisk with system messages about it. So I'm going to be there. I'm probably going to be streaming it. It's 2 p.m. on Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. So if you guys are around in the afternoon next Saturday, tune in. Should be streaming it. Should be pretty cool. What else? Saturday night, I'm doing another event with EV, the Elite Vanguard's Rakin. We're doing a little community spotlight interview with the leader of the BOS Guild, Sugar. I believe he's going to be streaming that, but I'm going to be recording it. So tune into you can actually check his stream out through my stream. I'll be hosting his stream. If I'm not streaming it myself, I'm not really sure what we're doing, but we're gonna figure that out sometime this week. So tune in for that. So you're gonna have 2 events next Saturday, one in the afternoon, one in the late evening. The other one, the community spotlight thing, is not going to be till 10 p.m. Eastern time. So sorry for you Eastern Hemisphere people. You're probably going to be in bed by then. And I think that's about it for now. Yeah. All right. That's all I got. Thank you to everyone who stopped in. I see a lot of new names today, a lot of new followers, a lot of new subscribers. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate your support there. And that's going to be it for today. So thanks for hanging out. Mobius1 here. I'll see y'all next time.